They all slept here. You're lying, bro. Bunk beds. You cannot be serious, bro. I thought they put a dead body on the screen. I've never seen stuff like this before, bro.
A joke. This led to
There's no joke. There's no joke. It's nothing's funny. Welcome back to Kai CV. Today we're reacting to BTS Hardships. Now, where I'm coming from, what I've been through, I'm sure you've been through too watching this video. We've all been through hardships, so we can all relate, no? My last video I did on BTS was the guide to BTS. This opened my eyes about BTS and their journey and also their hardships. I didn't really assume they've been through a lot. They always seem happy, you know what I'm saying? You never know what's behind the camera. Anyway, go.
Was not made in order to relive the sadness or to hold grudges against others. This video,
I guess they got some crazy backstory. I'm preparing myself for that crazy backstory, bro. You know the people who
was made to remind us that BTS
you know what I was
didn't
gonna say,
rise
bro.
to
You know what I was gonna
success
say.
without facing hurdles.
Some
and
people
these
go for
events
a
have
lot
created a stronger bond between
get here.
BTS and ARMY. June 13, 2013. BTS were only able to debut because the scheduled performers cancelled. BTS was a filler. Even after debuting, they couldn't get much airtime. Their performances were either shortened, cut from broadcasts, or not uploaded for online consumption due to the company's lack of clout at that time.
저 당시에는 우리가 막 방송을 마음대로 못 깔 때예요. 방송을 막 사람 닫혀 있으면 우리 못 나오고 그럴 때도 있었어.
저때 한밤에 이게 나가게 된 게 되게 약간 우리가 막 그랬었어.
Like because
네. 그래서
comments, bro. Comments. Come why?
신기한 거고 되게 약간 원래 그렇게 따로 인터뷰 잘 안 해주시는.
It can't be only clout, bro.
저희를 구원해 주신 거죠?
From sleeping in one bedroom to using their own.
This here is crazy.
From sleep.
They all slept here. You're lying, bro. Bunk beds. Is that Monsters Inc? Bunk
Sleeping
beds.
in one bedroom to using their own staff as extras. To recording an album in a garage. These were just a few things BTS experienced early on in their careers due to their company's limited budget.
This is crazy, man.
옷에 쓰여 있는 거 무슨 뭐냐고 돈 써가지고 16,000원짜리 후배티에서 프린팅 해가지고 뭔지 몰라가지고 말을 이렇게 해드렸었는데 아무튼
Because some of the members came from an underground rap background, but ultimately chose the path of becoming idols, they were often disrespected.
사실 남준이가
Why?
그 언더에서 활동을 했다고 그 이제
Bro, if you're good, you're good, bro. Like, disrespect, why? If you're good, you're good. Someone needs to explain that. Comments,
그런
bro.
사람들이 많아요. 그
No more pausing, I swear.
나는 언더그라운드 활동을 했던 사람이다 하고 언플이라고 흔히 하잖아요. 그러면은 이제 언더 매니아, 힙합 매니아라고 한 사람들은 그런 거를 당연히 안 좋게 보죠.
아, 지네 음악도 안 하고 그냥 회사에서 시키는데도 노래 받아서 춤이나 추는 무슨 가수냐.
They felt they was like sellouts.
저런 애를 더 이상 나오면 안 된다.
A rapper told RM and Suga that they were on the right path, but strayed away and were no longer considered real rap hip-hop artists, deeming them girls for wearing makeup.
방탄소년단에 사실 뭐다 팀워크 말하고 아이돌 분이다. 네, 맞습니다. 힙합이 아니다. 방탄소년단이 무대에 올라갔을 때 뭐 이제 분장을 한다. 그래서 메이크업을 하는 거 이제 어떤 힙합과 충돌되는 부분이 있을 것 같은데.
그런 게 아니라 여자.
Shut the front door.
BTS were being told by several people they would never make it because they came from a small agency. Big Hit Entertainment was at one point near bankruptcy and didn't have the financial power to promote and push BTS the way other companies could with their own groups. In 2014, Suga shared his story about battling depression since pre-debut days. Suga continues to discuss and bring awareness to mental health through his work. Until now, BTS has continuously been transparent about their darkest thoughts and feelings, not just through their music, but also their very public personas.
I think that's crazy. I never expected any of
February
this.
2014. BTS were accused of copying the schoolboy concept for Boy in Love, which came out shortly after another group released their music video, even though the concept is a popular choice amongst young boy bands.
Dang, obviously. Bro, this is crazy.
April 2014.
To me, it sounds like the industry didn't want to let them in, yeah? And they were trying everything they could not to block them getting in. My only question is why? That's
A variety
why.
show,
What's
the
wrong? What's
host
the matter with
confronted
them?
them about this plagiarism accusation.
수호와 겹친 교복 패션 왜 하필 X일까? 원망했나요?
저희가 말씀드릴 수
예, 얘기 천천히
저희가 이번 사랑 이야기 학교 3부작의 마지막이었어요.
예.
그래가지고
Bro, a boy band isn't copyrighted, bro.
생각을 했는데 그게 되게 미묘하게 시기가 겹쳐가지고.
Throughout their careers, they've been constantly criticized for plagiarism, often for outfits, props, concepts, and hair colors that are ordinary.
Everybody is doing this. Everyone in every industry is doing this, bro.
K-pop,
This is
but the
rattling me.
expansive world.
If you're gonna hate them for a reason, then I could be like, okay, fair enough. But this is some nonsense
visual arts.
reasons I'm hearing, bro.
November
this is nonsense.
2014. Hashtag kick out J-Hope BTS trended
J-Hope
on
is my
Twitter,
boy.
calling J-Hope ugly and untalented. The
Aw,
trend
you
became
man.
popular enough that their friend and supervisor from their reality show American Hustle Life, Tony Jones, tweeted out saying, "Every member is needed and talented." Jin stepped in by telling ARMYs to cheer up and that all of them were working hard. ARMYs got together and trended hashtag J-Hope you're
Fact.
perfect to comfort him. May
Trending.
2015. BTS finally won their first music show with their song I Need You 2 years after their debut, but were accused of sacheki. This is when
that?
companies buy back albums to boost external sales records.
So it's just
But
politics.
this was when their company was barely surviving financially, making the claims groundless. May 2015. V was accused of mocking another idol group after they won a music show and were accepting the trophy. People began to send him death threats. However, he wasn't mocking them at all. V was known to be a fan of this group and was singing their song out of excitement. He apologized on Twitter for the misunderstanding.
To be fair, social media era, I can understand why they can go the wrong way. I can understand.
And provided
that. I can understand that
screenshots
one.
showing that he would always listen to this song before bed. July 2015.
He's a fan, like.
BTS abruptly halted their concert, The Red Bullet, in New York due to death threats towards RM. All related fan activities were also subsequently cancelled. Attendees of the show were forced to leave the venue, where there was a strong presence of security and police at the scene.
Sorry.
RM also received another death threat for another upcoming show in Mexico later that month.
What's wrong
July
with RM?
2016, people began to debate over alleged misogynistic lyrics and tweets from BTS. This
You cannot be serious, bro. I thought this is rattling me, bro. Misogynistic. RM. Show me the lyrics. Guys, in the comments, show me the lyrics of what songs they're specifically talking about. Because now I'm starting to get a bit triggered, yeah? Because if this is misogynistic, I know this is a while ago. Back then, cancel culture wasn't really a thing. So this is triggering me even more, yeah? Was it? No, it wasn't. Bro, misogyny was everywhere, bro. I listen to hip-hop. Do you listen to hip-hop? Hip-hop. Itches this. Hoes that.
led to the members
what do you
and
mean?
the company
Why is he
reflecting
getting
back
singled
on their
out, bro?
actions. BTS's agency, Big Hit Entertainment, responded with an apology and a promise to do better.
What did he say? Like, oh, I hate women, man. They're so bad. Like, what did he say? It's the curiosity is triggering me, bro.
Consequently, the band
I really want to know what he said.
and have since
Death
released
threats.
feminist overtures such as 21st Century Girl, and in 2019 responded to their 2014 single Boy in Love with Boy with Love, a collaboration with Halsey. RM has said that since the incident, he pays closer attention to the lyrics he writes, reading newspapers and books to study the social phenomena. After he finishes writing lyrics, he consults experts of women's studies to objectively examine the lyrics. May 2016.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
During their epilogue concert, aunties began to use the hashtag plagiarism Boy Scouts. Multiple fandoms teamed up to trend this hashtag in Korea. BTS saw this, and the media latched on. June 2016. During the variety show Flower Crew, Jungkook arrived at the filming location with a bag of hamburgers for his cast members, hoping to break the ice. One of the cast members made rude comments and turned Jungkook's offer away.
거짓말하고 느낌이 딱 먹다 남긴 느낌인데.
진짜 새 거예요. 야.
BTS has since filmed another variety show with the same host, and spirits seem high. September 2016, aunties made yet another project called Break Wings Project to try to sabotage their comeback in October. The project was caught and stopped once comments on YouTube broadcasting the project were put on blast. Wings then went on to sell 16,000 units in its first week, appearing at number 26 on the US Billboard 200.
They are good, bro. Like, just leave it alone. Like, I don't understand. Like, the charting, I understand. Yeah, they're good, bro.
Like, setting the then highest record for a K-pop album and making BTS the first and only K-pop act at that time to log 3 entries on the Billboard 200.
This is crazy.
Because of this, aunties took strategic pictures of non-armies and claimed that there was no line in stores that sold physical albums. October
this crazy,
2016.
That's do you know how? That's guys, I'm getting triggered, bro. This is so
During
dumb,
the
bro.
How? Asia Festival, fans were told a couple.
Not the video. The video is amazing, really insightful. Not criticizing the video, not criticizing anything about this. I'm just saying the level of hate, yeah.
Hours before the broadcast that BTS were no longer appearing because one member was absent from an injury, even though a countless number of fans were already present at the event venue and BTS was ready and willing to perform. BTS ended up performing for the fans who attended the event and waited all day, but it was at the end of the event with leftover confetti, no proper lighting, and no cameras rolling. Their performance was not broadcasted and only fan cams were taken. October 2016. During BTS's Blood, Sweat and Tears promotion in South Korea, BTS wasn't given a waiting room at the broadcast center. So the members made do and practiced, got dressed, and did makeup in front of the bathrooms. They would practice non-stop without resting, greeting other staffers who were going to the bathroom, and other idol groups would openly look down on them. This comment was left under a video uploaded by Wei, a member from Crayon Pop. Wei responded,
crazy,
"Yes, that's right. All I remember is their hard work and efforts. I especially haven't forgotten RM's voice practicing Japanese." November 2016. V made a heartfelt announcement during their muster that his beloved grandmother had passed away. Auntie saw this as an opportunity to twist his narrative and intentions, sending...
They put a dead body on the screen. Pale and dead of life? You mean... This is crazy work, bro. Great him and I can dance Taehyung's grandmother's grave together. I can throw Taehyung's grandma's corpse around if that's what you want. Don't cry, baby boy, she's waiting for you. Oh no, bro. If I blew up on YouTube tomorrow and went to like 200 million, 200 billion, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah. I'll be on Twitter all day replying like... This is
This as an opportunity
crazy.
to twist his narrative and intentions.
His grandma
sending him
died,
death
bro.
threats and
Death
accusing
is
him.
no, I'm not enough ranting. Death is something we all experience, bro. We've all lost somebody somewhere, bro. Even if you're lucky enough not to lose any of your family members or friends, someone in an anime or cartoon show or movie you've loved has died, bro. That's crazy.
Of using her passing as a ploy for attention.
Wait, go
Using
back.
him to twist his narrative and intentions, sending him death threats and accusing him of using her passing as a ploy for attention. November 2016, Big
He was
Hit released
crying.
a formal statement about taking legal actions regarding malicious rumors, false statements, and personal attacks against BTS.
I need a lawyer, bro. I need a lawyer right now. Before I get bigger as a YouTuber, I need a lawyer, bro.
To this day, enforcing a strict no settlement and leniency policy. November 2016.
This all happened in the
Fans
same
of another
year.
group were upset that BTS won Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards, claiming it was done out of charity and that miscalculations were made. They called Melon
Alright.
Customer Care, where an employee explained that the company's internal data proved that BTS scored higher. Audio of the conversation was
I can't read
released.
Korean. Right.
그거 이제 그 상에 해당하는 앨범들을 해가지고 계산한 게 있는데 그러면은 저희가 보는 거랑 뭐 멜론 내부에서 보는 거랑 그러면은 데이터가 아예 다르다는 소린가요?
아니요, 똑같으시고요. 고객께서
Same
보셨던
there.
거는
But the chart you've seen at the time, the data you've seen is immediately after the artist released the album, right?
차트에 대한 그런 데이터를 아십니까?
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
고객께서 보신 전체 데이터.
It's difficult for you to see the total figure because the data is only available to Lowen. Not sure how you calculate the score, but whatever you calculate the scores from the chart. What we use is the chart we look for the data of. You know the number of times listened to the general public and not how many times their fans buy or stream. The artist's songs. It's the overall digital score.
고객님들께서 스트리밍 돌리시고 앨범을 산 그 이용권 말고 많은 대중들이 전체적으로
This is triggering me, bro. This is triggering me.
그거에 대한 결과 전체 음원 합산 점수예요. 내부적으로 고객께서 지금 생각하신 게 혹시 내부적으로 이게 비리가 있는 거 아니냐라고
Suspect internal fabrication. As far as I can tell you, there's no corruption. You can understand the BTS one over because of the songs were streamed more compared to
수가 많이
doing one year period.
생각하시면 되십니다.
February
Facts.
2017.
So what did he say? Like shit.
BTS were
What word did he
accused of
use?
plagiarism after their performance at the Gaon Chart Music Awards. The part in question was when the no signal bars on screen resembled another group's past stage. To make matters worse, the creative director of the group in question created a post on Instagram with the captions, our hard work. And siblings of the group liked that post. Gaon Charts eventually posted an official statement in regards to the accusation, admitting that their own production team was in charge of the graphics, not Big Hit. BTS has not attended or performed at Gaon Chart Music Awards since, only pre-taping acceptance speeches. March 2017. Death threats were made against BTS, with their target being Jimin this time.
Bro, listen. Guys, I don't mean to evoke violence, yeah. I probably shouldn't even say this, but you know what I'm trying to say, bro. BTS, be ready, bro. That's the only way you're gonna get. There's a lot of jealous people in this world. Be ready, bro. RM, J-Hope, be ready. I'm not saying no weapons. I'm not saying anything, bro. But be ready, bro. Not for me, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? These people hating on you for some reason, bro, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing and keep doing good music, bro.
And Big Hit addressed this threat, increasing security around the venues. December
bro, I'm my own security. See, I couldn't,
fans of a different group were so outraged by the results at the 2017 Mnet Asian Music Awards that they filed a petition under the Blue House, the executive office and official residence of the South Korean head of state. They requested MAMA to be abolished because BTS won, crashing the Blue House petition website, which was meant for the South Korean citizens only, with traffic from overseas. May 2018, Jimin once again received death threats. this time during their Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth. Police tweeted soon afterwards that they were investigating the threat. November 2000.
Nah, bro, you can't send me that. Send it. I'll send you my address, bro. Pull up, bro, right now, bro. I don't know, man. That's the only way I would react to that, bro. I've seen guns and knives before. Guys, oh my days, man. I'll never understand hate. Good for you, bro. Well done. I hope I'll be there with you one day. What's wrong with these people, bro? Like, they tried the thing with RM, the misogyny thing. Then they were trying to say, oh, these guys have fake stats and whatever, yeah. Then now they're like, oh, let's just kill Jimin.
2018.
What did he do, bro?
A South Korean court ordered a Japanese company to compensate them for wartime labor during Japan's colonial rule of the Korean peninsula.
What?
The next day, Japan's TV's Asahi's music station announced that they have cancelled BTS's appearance on their show, slated for November 9th, due to a recently resurfaced screenshot of a member wearing a t-shirt depicting a photo of an atomic bomb and of Koreans celebrating their independence from Japan. The band subsequently became attacked by the extreme conservatives in Japan, and the news was picked up by the Western media.
바로 저 사건은 방탄소년단이 입었던 티셔츠가 직접적인 문제가 됐다기보단 그건 빌미였고 사실은 강제징용 배상 판결에 대한 이 보이콧을 하고 싶어하던 일본의 어떤 그 멘탈리티가 그대로 표현된 거다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 그래서 그 5개 대륙에 그러니까 전 세계에 걸쳐서 살고 있는 특히 이제 한국 번역을 하는 한국 아미들이 주축이 돼서요 20몇 명의 아미가 온라인으로 모여서 이 사건이 도대체 어떤 정치적 배경에서 나왔는가 어떤 역사적 배경에서 출현한 건가 그리고 지금 그 전 세계에서 쏟아내고 있는 기사들이 어디가 어떻게 잘못된 건가 팩트 체크를 다 하면서 이 2차 세계대전에 대한 어떤 자료들을 다 모아서 백서, 화이트 페이퍼 프로젝트를 발간합니다.
영문으로 해서 저렇게 한 거예요?
예, 영문과 한국어 동시에 다 볼 수 있는데 분량이 166쪽 정도 돼요. 그러니까 거의
April 2019. During BTS's global press conference for Map of the Soul Persona, a reporter bluntly asked BTS about past plagiarism allegations.
사실 제가 그 윙스
I brought up Wings and Blood and Sweat and Tears because I wanted to know if it was a plagiarizing.
그뭐 표절인가 그 프랑스 작가분께서
I want to know more about the issues brought up by the French photographer.
언급해서
What's annoying me about plagiarism nonsense, yeah? People copy each other all the time. I'm not saying they did, but it happens all of the time, bro. That's the part that's got me the most confused.
그거에 대해서 그냥
it happens every day.
질문이 좀 불편할 수는 있겠지만
especially nowadays.
답변을 좀 듣고 싶은 부분 때문에 질문을 드렸습니다.
네, 그거에 대해서는 저희 회사에서 이제 저희 회사 법팀에서
they just shouldn't have to do this, man. This is stressful, bro. I believe the official stance will be the same as our company.
생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그거는
our company is currently looking into it, so I'm sure we'll know when the results come out. They're lucky they got a company behind them, bro. I got me, my shoulders behind me, bro.
Netizens later uncovered an article written by a reporter of the same name on another entertainment company's news website. April 2019. SBS Inkigayo excluded BTS's Boy With Love out of its charts for the song's first eligible week. Questions about the criteria used by the music show were raised, while SBS continued to claim the calculation period did not fit with BTS's album release time. To this, Dispatch compared BTS to another group who also released a song on the same day. That group entered the rankings and took its first win for their song that week, while BTS were left out of the rankings entirely. December 2019. JTBC reported that BTS went against their own agency and planned to file a lawsuit against Big Hit Entertainment. Big Hit pulled out receipts and released a lengthy statement on behalf of Big Hit Entertainment, BTS, and the members' families. They called the media company's journalism practices into question, stating, "We have not only the video that JTBC used for the first report, but also the CCTV video that recorded the footage of the journalist breaking into our company."
Yo.
December 2019. MBC is accused of abusing their power to purposely prevent other groups under Big Hit Entertainment from appearing at their year-end show, after BTS chose to appear on the US's NBC New Year's Rockin' Eve countdown in New York City instead of NBC's year-end program. According to OSEN, multiple industry sources shared, ever since October, when BTS's side told NBC that BTS would not be appearing on NBC's year-end music festival, it has been difficult for singers associated with Big Hit Entertainment to appear on NBC. It is already an openly known fact in the industry. January 2020. For 29 years, the Seoul Music Awards only had one grand prize, also known as a Daesang. But in 2020, they created a second Daesang for digital music. BTS won the Daesang for physical music only, even though their stats proved that they should have also gotten the Daesang for digital music as well.
Okay.
BTS did not
This is what
appear
we're
in
doing.
person to accept the award and has only sent in video acceptance speeches since. July 2020.
That's
Naver,
crazy.
the Google of South Korea.
This is the fact it's been going on for so long, yeah. Like I understand in the beginning, don't let these bro. This is jarring me now, bro.
Into another entertainment company after losing out on profits from BTS, who chose to hold an online concert through Weverse, a mobile app and web platform developed by Big Hit Entertainment. BTS earned at least $21 million in ticket revenue, according to an analyst at securities firm. He stated, Naver lost BTS, the most popular IP of K-pop, and must have felt the need to invest in entertainment to form a stable relationship. Since 2017, fans have noticed that South Korean platforms such as Naver and media journalists were ignoring and downplaying BTS's achievements. Popular websites hardly posted anything about them, nor did they feature BTS on their front pages.
To be fair, I did find, I'm not like searching for K-pop or things like that, but I did find K-pop like 3 months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago. Check the playlist, bro. I didn't find it that long ago.
Music critic Kim Young-dae and popular political commentator Kim
that got to do with them not spreading it?
recently discussed this issue.
그 뉴스의 크기에 비해서 국내 기사는 상대적으로 적다는 인상을 내가 항상 받았거든. BTS는 그 버금갈 정도의 현상을 지속적으로 만들었는데 거기에 비하자면 아주 수량이 좀 적다. 호들갑 떨기 그렇게 좋아하는 이 미디어들이 왜 이럴까?
It's their job, bro. It's their job, man.
있었거든. 연결되는 이야기예요. 기사들이 일단
BTS의 성공은 이제 어느 정도 보도가 돼요. 그러면 우리가 흔히 알고 있는 소위 대형 기획사의 아이돌이 그것보다 사실은 못 미치는 어떤 활약을 보였을 때 미디어에 보도되는 양이나 그 커버되는 범위를 보시면 확연히 차이가 납니다. 굉장히 좀 재밌는 부분이 있고 이번 그래미 같은 경우 어떻게 들어가냐면 주요 부문에서 등급이 실패했다라고 합니다. 여러 가지 유전이 이거 하나가 중요하다고 생각해요. 뭐냐면 BTS라는 이 현상, BTS의 미국에서의 성공, BTS의 세계적인 열풍 자체가 제도권의 시스템을 거치지 않았다는 거예요. 그래서 이 제도권을 점하고 있는 그 언론일 수도 있고 뭐 프로모터일 수도 있고 음반 회사일 수도 있죠. 이 사람들이 보기에 썩 납득이 가지 않고 유쾌하지도 않아요.
자기 힘이 입증이 안 되는 거지. 그렇게 되면
그렇습니다.
점하고 있는 위치에서 자기 영향력이라는 게 있는데 이걸 다 거치지 않고 성공해 버렸으니까 자기 존재 이유가 없어지는 거 아니에요. 그런 맥락에서는
December 2020. For the last few years, BTS has been the face of political discourse on the revisions of South Korea's mandatory military.
Do you know what's triggering me the most about this hate? It's hate, bro. It's hate. That's number one, yeah. Two, it's not like they have offensive lyrics. Like, I'm talking of proper, like, it's not even like they're trying to do any of this stuff. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're not trying. They're not doing any racial stuff. They're not stepping on toes with their lyrics. They tried to say RM was misogynistic. I really need to see those lyrics, yeah. There are way more offensive people than these guys, okay? I'll say it right now put my chest on the line. They get hate, like their lyrics are crazy and they're dancing on stage naked or something.
About wanting postponement
they
or
get
exemptions,
so much
and
hate
have
from they as well.
that they will serve when called upon. In August 2018,
the military.
Major South Korean entertainment companies held a meeting to discuss petitioning the government to revise the law to allow K-pop performers to be exempt from service. In addition to the top artists, musicians, and athletes that already qualify. Big Hit Entertainment was not among the agencies, but BTS was used as the leading example for this revision. On December 22, 2020, the Ministry of National Defense announced that a revision has been made, effective June 23, 2021, where popular culture artists can postpone their enlistment until age 30, with the requirements that the individuals must have been recommended as recipients of the Order of Cultural Merit, one of the highest national honors given to artists in South Korea. In April 2021, 26 agencies, led by the Korean Music Content Association, filed a written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is
leave them alone. Fake, bro. Oh my gosh, it's constant.
A written objection against the revision, stating that the new law is both unrealistic and unfair. March 2021, BTS was nominated for the Best Duo Group Performance at the Grammys, which was announced during the online pre-show instead of the primetime ceremony, as it usually was in previous years. Unfortunately, they didn't take home the award, but what made fans even more upset was that the Grammys used BTS as ratings bait, teasing that BTS's performance would be quote-unquote up next, but were actually placed as the second to last performance during the 3.5-hour broadcast, and only given the time to perform an abridged performance of their song. A former managing editor for the Grammy Awards website spoke out the next day about the Recording Academy and how it pushed back on featuring BTS. But BTS got the last laugh. A live stream of the band celebrating after the event has so far garnered more than 13 million views, compared to the 8.8 million viewers who tuned into the Grammys. March 2021. Tops released the Garbage Pail Kids Shammy Awards illustration and cards. Unlike the other artists who were featured, BTS was depicted as being brutalized and beaten up by a Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole. This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied.
This is kind of like... Do you see this shit? This is... I wouldn't say this is like... Because they're doing it to all... This ain't too, but it's kind of funny, I can't lie. But like, they were already on their way. This wouldn't work on them at this point when they tried to do this. Is why this is a bit, hey, be happy for them, bro. They won, bro. They did it. It's like, at this point in my brain, yeah, how I'm really understanding this, it's like taking the mick out of Michael Jackson, like, Jay-Z, Kanye, when they were going up, you know what I'm saying? Like when they were in their heyday, bro.
A Grammy trophy inside a whack-a-mole.
Jimi Hendrix.
This isn't the first time BTS has been shunned, put down, or bullied. In February 2021, a German radio station host made racist remarks about BTS, comparing them to COVID-19, and voiced his hopes that there will be a vaccine against BTS soon. He openly cursed at them for covering a Coldplay song and said that BTS deserves a 20-year vacation in North Korea. Halsey,
Because why? Why? Did he tell me why? Sometimes I get wrapped up in my recordings and like I just get so angry or happy or sad that my brain doesn't read what's on here, what's on screen. Bro, because they covered a Coldplay song. That is why. That's the reason.
A 20-year
I don't know about all this, bro. I have my camera angle wrong and everything.
Max, Lauv, Steve Aoki, and more artists slammed the radio station's racism and xenophobia. The host and station maintains that it was just a joke, and that folks are too...
That is not a joke. That is How? Look at this fly. This fly is even angry, bro. This fly wanted to say something to you guys, bro. That is racism. Bro, you cannot say that's not racist, bro. Man, I'm not even going to repeat it. Me repeating what they said will get me flagged on the channel, bro. It's racist. Just say you don't like the music. You think they're trash. Make them go to North Korea, bro. That's wild.
Sensitive. During Zach Sang's show, a member named Liam from a boy band called Forever in Your Mind made these comments.
I agree that they're a boy band, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it's like a different, like they belong in a different genre on their own, because I feel like there still needs to be like a European or an American boy band to be at the top, and I think BTS can just live in their own. They're BTS. They don't, you know what I mean?
That's actually... Guys, let's take a stretch, bro, guys. You're recording a video, bro. You can't just react how you normally react off camera. This is competition anxiety, bro. You see them... I have to speak English, yeah? Those guys are really good, bro. So he's like, no, we can't compete with them. Let them be Asian over there. Let's just have our Europe. That is crazy.
I mean, no, but they're like... Like I don't think that they're gonna...
so crazy. It's dude, and it's global.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
They're really good.
I like them. They're good dancers.
I can't get behind it. I don't understand what they're saying.
I got it. I just
see it.
I don't even know what to call them, boys or girls, because I don't know what they are. Look at these people. Look at this one.
Hate, bro.
I don't know which one he is. Look at those highlights. Those chunky Tony and Guy.
Yo, man, I'm over this. You know, this is actually gonna put me in a bad mood, bro. This is hate, bro. This is hate. Only hate. He looks good. Yo, I'm a heterosexual male, yeah? He looks cold. His skin is cold. He's cold. I don't know what a highlight is, bro. He looks cold. Allow it, bro. You know what I mean?
Salon highlights. And the contact lenses. You are an Asian man. You don't need to look like a girl named Ashley.
When I first
see
heard
it.
something...
See it. That's the rate. Yo, bro. This is crazy. What?
When it exploded in America, I got worried.
Uh-oh, here we go to the UK now.
Very nice. That is not what you were saying during the break.
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Yo, this part of the video is where I'm gonna get triggered. I'm gonna get triggered, bro. Look.
That is not what you were saying during the break.
These guys are donkeys,
yo. How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Bro. One, that's hate. Look, just, you know, yeah, when I look at this person, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Hate comes from within, bro. You see it. I do not sing. I do not dance. I do not do nothing. You know, I do not even like K-pop, bro. I can visually look at a K-pop song. I've looked at many K-pop songs. Check out the playlist. BTS are cold, bro. I can appreciate that. The stardom and the fandom, how they built their fan base, they did very well. How they made it happen, I'm not gonna be like, oh, bro, this is jarring.
And little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
Because you can say the same thing about anyone's fan base. Well, why do people watch play football? Why do people watch Kai's TV? This guy dreadlocks just talking to himself with dry lips. Like, bro, I need to. This is crazy, bro. This is mad.
These grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
I'm pausing a lot, bro. I'm pausing a lot, yeah, because I've never seen stuff like this before, bro. The Korean, alright, let me drop a little bit on you, yeah. The Korean people that I know that live in London, you will not mock them to their face, bro. That's why this Asian hate, yeah, it's weird to me, bro. Because the Asians, Eastern Asians, Southwest, the Asians that I know, bro.
Senior editor from The Economist
This ain't happening to them guys,
no.
bro.
After BTS was announced as speakers at the 75th UN General Assembly, she quickly tried to backtrack, claiming it was a joke. This led to
There's no joke. There's no joke. It's nothing's funny. Just say I'm racist. Whoops. Don't hide it. Be who you are.
Journalist to tweet this, and Anne Hegarty, a television personality, responding with all this about a little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important.
This
so
is
when
crazy.
BTS was named Entertainer of the Year by Time magazine soon after, RM said, "We're not sure if we've actually earned respect, but one thing is for sure is that people feel like, okay, this is not just some kind of syndrome or phenomenon. These little boys from Korea are doing this." BTS have always
no pause, bro. No pause on that, bro.
Injustice of racial discrimination.
That's
in the summer
crazy.
of 2020, they used their platform and proudly announced their support for Black Lives Matter and donated $1 million to the organization. With the recent rise and visibility of atrocities against Asians, organization. With the
anti-Asian hate crimes increased by nearly 150% in 2020. Guys, mostly in New York and LA. New report says. I can't believe it. Wait, from 2019 to 2020, overall hate crimes declined, while hate crimes targeting Asians increased from 3 to 28. Is there like Asian, like, I know this is gonna be a dumb question, bro. But you know when I see stats like this, is there like Asian gangs, like I'm from London, bro. We don't hate Asian people here, bro. London has everybody here in a small space, bro. You can't hate no one, bro, because they'll find you.
Recent rise and visibility.
Who hates Asian people, bro? What the hell?
BTS released a statement on their Twitter standing in solidarity once again. These are just a few of the countless examples of mistreatment, racism, and xenophobia that BTS has been encountering around the world throughout their storied career. It will more than likely be a continued uphill battle. As
That's
artists
mad.
of
That's
color
so
who are
mad.
constantly breaking records and
That's
barriers,
mad.
amassing fans and growing in popularity around the globe, hostility and jealousy will come easily from those not afforded the luxury of such a strong and dedicated fan base.
That's mad.
As fans who are cognizant of their journey and understand that their popularity comes from their sincerity and talent, ARMYs have a tendency to be protective, and sometimes overly so. If only because of the awareness of what BTS and ARMY are up against when fighting for fair representation.
This is crazy, man. This triggered me, bro. Yo, shout out to C Celestia for this video. This is an amazing video. This video got me triggered, bro. That Asian hate was wild. That was wild, bro. The first time I saw BTS, I didn't think about them being Asian, bro. Maybe because I'm black. Maybe because I don't really, racism is not really, you know what I'm saying? But, like, yo. Like, they're a band, bro. Like, if they're Korean or not, bro. It's K-pop, bro. Korean pop, bro. They can speak English, bro. Like, what? Yo, man. This irritated me. I don't want to record no more, you know. Guys. I'm upset, bro. I can't lie. I'm actually upset. I'm not even happy, but don't like and subscribe, bro. Don't, bro. Cause I want to see more of this, but I'm gonna be angry, bro. Not gonna lie. I'm upset. Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, bro.